waiting for the thing to say that I'm live. Because, as you know, this takes a while. Why is it taking so long though? It's so weird. By now I would have already shown that I'm live, but apparently not. It's already been a minute in. Wow, this is honestly strange. I'm gonna try closing YouTube real quick. Bro, this is honestly bothering me now. Okay, there we go. And we are officially live on YouTube. Okay, so first things first. First things first. Get her off the bag. Wait. Alright, so let me just go ahead and post my my link in my Discord real quick. Blah, 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 da. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Slater Danger live stream. I'm your host, Zach Daniels, as usual, and we're going to be streaming more of the Great Ace Attorney. Honestly, I feel like I stream this way too much, so I kind of want to try and play other games, but this game is just so enticing to me that I can't stop playing it. So here we are. Without further ado, let's get underway with the trial. Hey look, February 20th, 9:23 a.m. the Old Bailey Defendant Lobby. I can't believe it. I'm already back in this courthouse. I came here as exchange students to learn the legal system of this country. As such, we must stand in court to advance our studies. You're right about that, but this is a once-in-a-lifetime moment for the defendant to decide his entire fate. I can't bring myself to call it just another day of studying. You do have a point. Good morning to you both. Alright, it's... I completely forgot that this is the man that we're supposed to be defending. And now I have to do the voice. I have to do the voice. Okay. Hold on. First things first, let me put the chat on the side here. Let me put the chat on the side before I forget. Your eyes are completely bloodshot. There's a saying in my land, the early to rise gain some small benefits. No, that wasn't the voice. That wasn't the voice. Oh well. Yeah, I've heard that. After all, I'm Japanese. So if waking up early earns me a little extra, then should I not sleep for even an instant? In just one night, the benefit could add up to a single penny. That is why you see me here in such a drowsy state. Does you think a not guilty verdict is only worth a penny? I wish you luck today, Suzuki. my divinely decreed destinies of perturbed fleeting life are eagerly entrusted to you. How nervous I am! I still don't understand him, but the part about him being nervous definitely shines through. I'm glad you understand, so very glad. In any case, substitute law student Naruto. Yes, what is it? Just a moment ago, I was able to catch a glimpse of the courtroom's gallery. There are as many people present as there would be on the opening day of a great theater. Is my impending judgment really so popular with the London public? There are that many people? Didn't know that. Would you happen to know why, Susato? I can't really say that I do. The look on her face tells me otherwise. Please do not hide the truth from me. Could it possibly be because of the Grim Reaper? Prosecutor of Insights. Is that why, Susato? I went out and bought all of today's newspapers. And indeed, Prosecutor of Insights is on the front page of every single one. He was right. Oh wait, the mushroom cut off again. No, I don't think so. No, no, we're still going. We're still going. We're still good. See, this is one thing I don't like. I don't like the fact that I had to figure out how to get two of my chats up. If I had the Twitch chat, hold on. Let's see if I... Do I have it? No. Can I get it?
Please, please add a little bit more. Command.
Need that. Oh, that's not right. Alright. Ah, really? Come on. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. We're gonna see if we can do something about this, Switch thing. So, Twitch. 556 476. Okay, so now I'm on Twitch. It's Prime Loot. I don't need them. I don't need any of that. Where would I go for my stream? I am not. What? See, I don't know how to use this. I don't know how to navigate myself through my own thing. I feel that my Twitch should be like front and center since it's my Twitch. But unfortunately, I don't see it anywhere. Oh well. I guess we could always use OBS chat. The multi-stream feature. Alright, back to the stream. For a number of years, he avoided the courts. Right, Inspector Gregerson said the same thing yesterday. You know what I think? You know what I think about this Grim Reaper, Prosecutor Van Zykes? I think the reason why he avoids the courts is simply because, like, he doesn't... He's well aware of the curse that he has, right? He knows that whenever he goes to prosecute cases, people usually end up dying. So now he's trying to avoid the court so that less people would die. But let's be real here. If a prosecutor finds a defendant guilty, they're dead anyway, so. The trial 2 days ago was his revival after so many years. A horrifying case of Cosme McGundle. Man deserved to die. Don't at me. He deserved it. It caused an even greater uproar within London than today's coming trial. And we had no idea, only just having arrived in London. And why has he decided to prosecute such a trivial case only 2 days later? Spreading their own speculation. Trivial? To me, this is the most important thing since the foundation of Japan. My apologies. It's the newspapers that keep saying it. Well, I suppose this will further fuel the blaze of international tensions. Though it is odd that this prosecutor has suddenly awakened from his long slumber. There is one more similarity between the two trials he has prosecuted. Indeed, I feel the same way. I can't think of anything. Of course! That would be you, substitute law student Naruhodo. Oh, I get what he's saying. Me? I guess that does make sense. In the two trials of the newly revived Grim Reaper, one attorney stands against him. Dear me, it almost feels as though you two might be good friends. Don't be ridiculous. I don't make friends with bringers of death. Naruhodo, you're so sassy. I love you. If that's true, then there's one possibility. You have incredibly, hopelessly, irredeemably poor luck. See, Susato, this is why you're best girl, okay? This is why you're best girl. First of all, look at the look on your face. You're beautiful. You're gorgeous. You're wonderful. It's like God himself descended on the earth and blessed one lucky woman with infinite beauty, wisdom, and knowledge. And that woman was you. It's a little dramatic. Oh, defended by an attorney with such dreadful luck. What has my life come to? This unpredictable misfortune is surely more monumental than the foundation of Japan. But you're the one who entrusted me with your fate, Soseki. I'm just a student with no luck, experience, or real ability, and I've only just arrived in London. I almost said Japan. I'm not even gonna lie. I almost said Japan. I don't know why. Even so, I'm prepared to believe in you in the fight with all I have in me until the bitter end. Oh, that reminds me, for those of you who are watching and who are interested, I've been contemplating switching over to shit. I don't remember which game it was exactly. It was one of the Shin Megami Tensei games. Tensei. The SMT games. I don't remember the exact name of it. It was one of the ones that was on 3DS. I guess you could say like the main characters, they kind of look like samurai, wearing like knight armor, some shit like that. So I was thinking that I would go ahead and start streaming that. I was thinking maybe tomorrow since I'm off tomorrow, but. I mean, that's only if you guys are interested. Let me know if you're interested so that, you know, we can communicate that. Nothing on the dual stream thing. Okay. You're not alone in London anymore. Whatever may come, we stand beside you. Oh, legal assistant Susato. Then I, Soseki, humbly, respectfully, place my life in your hands. Defendant, attorney. Court is about to begin. Make way to the courtroom at once. You know, you gotta see it like that one guard from A Way Out. Head to your prison cells at once. Looks like it's time. Let's go, Soseki. Yes, sir. Finally about to begin. My second time standing in a British court, and my second time facing the Grim Reaper. Watch over me, Asugi. This time, I'm ready to believe in my client through and through. And I'll follow what you taught me as well. I'll believe in my own skill as an attorney as I fight on. February 20th, 10 a.m., Old Bailey, Crown Court. I like how it's exactly at 10 a.m. That shows that they're really punctual about time over there. Actually, you know what? If you guys want, I can look up which Shin Megami Tensei game it was. SMT 3DS. was 4. Shin Megami Tensei 4. I've been really curious about the Shin Megami Tensei games ever since I did play one. It was Soul Hackers, I think it was called. And actually, it's very funny that I mentioned that one, considering I think I have an emulator for that as well. So if you guys want to see that one, I'd be more than happy to show you. It's a little weird, if I remember the way that I do. But I'd be more than happy to play it for you guys. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, we declare this court now in session. I ask you, prosecution and defense, that you fully prepared your cases. The prosecution is ready. The defense is ready. The creatures known as Japanese truly are fascinating. Why do you say that? I heard about you from Lord Vortex himself. 2 days ago, a pair of Greenhorn Exchange students had just arrived in London. What of it? You wish to save the defendant who happens to be your countryman. Typical Japanese. I apologize for interrupting, but I don't consider that humorous. Susada. As I recall, our last trial ended with a not guilty verdict. So it was. And what a decadent verdict it was. Yet much to your chagrin. After the trial ended, the defendant met his own untimely demise, yes? Yo, I'm telling you this right now. If this man isn't the villain, if he's not the villain that we face off with towards the end, like if they do what they did with Edgeworth, with Francisco von Karma, and Godo, I promise you, if they do what they did with them, with him, I'm gonna be upset, because he definitely seems like the villain. I don't know why. I just have this strange feeling. But to be honest, what if we haven't even run into the villain yet? That would be hilarious. That would be honest to God hilarious. Very well. It appears the trial is safe to proceed. Sensible citizens chosen by the capital city. Oh yeah! Time to meet the jurors! And I heard that they were all different each time around, so this will be a breeze. Are you all prepared? Oh! It's the dude! It's the banker from the last trial. As a gentleman, should I fail to fight for justice today, it may be my life on the line tomorrow. Oh, she's kind of cute. Her head doesn't really fit on her body though. Actually, it looks like her neck has completely vanished. That's what it looks like. She looks like if you were to take a candle, right? Remove the little thing in the middle, so it's like a flat surface, and then you just stuck a doll on it. That's what it looks like. Her face kind of reminds me of her. Like get rid of the hat and like the back end of the hair, and just leave this right here. I don't know if you can see it, but she kind of looks like her. You know, I can be a lot meaner than I look. Yes, as you can plainly see, I'm but a mild-mannered young man. Wait, she's the maid. Oh my god, ooh! The session man seems the type that's liable to do just about anything. Yo, I can't believe she's the maid. Let's get this thing started already. He's gotta be guilty of something. Huh? What was that? I can't hear you very well. Very well then. With that, we shall begin the trial post-haste. Lord Van Sykes, your opening statement, if you please. Mere days ago, our great empire forged an alliance with an island nation in the far east. The defendant is a visitor from that very nation. Soseki Natsume is his name. We welcomed this exchange student into our empire with open arms. And yet, to our shame, that very student has committed the most heinous crime within our capital. He stabbed a poor, innocent woman on the street using a knife. I dare say, stabbing someone with a knife is as low as you can go. Wait a minute. That makes me wonder. Yeah, she looks even more like her. Look, that yellow face, his tiny stature, that's definitely a Japanese. Why do I get the strange feeling that she's pointing at Naruto? I don't even care what you do. Just bring this thing to a close. Ready, set, go. What? What'd you say? I can't hear you so well. I wonder how that last juror is gonna be, like, throughout the rest of the trial. But that's his only gimmick that I don't, like, I bet he's gonna be like, monkey see, monkey do. Now I'm gonna copy you. How insolent of me to let the Holy Grail loose at the trial's onset. I plead your forgiveness. I'm trying to find a solid voice for Van Zykes, but to be honest, I don't think that that's in my range capability. At this time, I wish to summon our first witness to the court. Very well. Call forth the inspector responsible for leading the investigation of the crime scene. As you notice, I'm not doing voices for everyone, though. The women, they get my regular voice because, well, I can't do the whole women thing. And, certain men who are beyond my voice range, they just, it sucks to be them. Witness, your name and occupation. Yeah, put that food away. You're in the Crown Court, don't you know? Yes, sir. My name's Tobias Gregson. I'm an inspector at Scotland Yard. Go on, Inspector. Please describe the events of this case for us. We believe the victim is a 20-year-old woman named Viridian Green. It reminds me of Pokemon with, Celadon City? No. It was Viridian City. Viridian City. Sorry. I don't even know how I got that mixed up. It's in the name. Hold on. What do you mean by believe? All we know is that the victim was stabbed in the back with a knife. 3 days have passed since the incident, but she still hasn't regained consciousness. What? It's crazy. So she's unconscious. She's at least in stable condition. Fortunately for him, this Japanese student has just narrowly avoided a murder charge. Inspector Gregson, I implore you to explain the incident in more detail. Yes, sir. Everyone, have a look at this map of the general vicinity of the scene. The incident occurred 3 days ago, at around 5 o'clock in the evening. The scene itself was a pavement along the side of a wide alley for coaches on Briar Road. The victim, Miss Green, was walking along the pavement where snow had just stopped falling. But then, the defendant sneaked up behind her and plunged a knife into her back. Fortunately, she managed to cling to her life. She is currently admitted to a local clinic. But so long as she remains unconscious, we are unable to request testimony from her. These are the victim's files. Very well. The court accepts them as evidence. And what of the weapon? Sir, I have it right here. This was found in the victim's back. That's one huge knife. I'd sure hate to be stabbed by that thing. It's such a heavy-looking knife, even a weaker person could stab someone with ease. In other words, even a wimp like Soseki could have done it. Bro, I'm telling you, he reminds me of Phoenix mixed with Apollo, and that's what's really great about Naruto. It just feels like a fusion together. Bro, look at, I'm sorry, it's just, Susano's so pretty. Damn, that's a real woman. That's quite a plain looking knife. Very well, we will also accept the knife as evidence. Well, before we move on with this. I'm just gonna go ahead and check out that knife real quick. I don't trust it. Show me the blade. Now, turn it around town. Oh, that's to put it away. Interesting. So then what else am I supposed to be checking on this knife? Right? Okay, so then this opens it again. But then... I guess there's nothing on this knife that I'm supposed to be checking. Victim, portly woman in her early 20s, unidentified but likely already injured. Status, critical condition due to a deep stab wound located eastern footprint. Rolla O'Malley. History still infected. She may have been deduced from her belongings, but remains unconfirmed. One single deep wound from a knife, no other wounds found. Perpetrator captured the next day due to a tip from Rolla O'Malley. Who's this Rolla O'Malley? Hold on. Spice corrections. Yeah, we haven't even met this Rolla O'Malley chick. Or guy, or whatever gender they may be. Actually, there is one other thing I want to do before we move forward, though. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but I have a petition on screen. Obviously, I'm not signed in, but, hold on. There we go. Okay, so, got this petition. You already know what's going down. It's the petition for Athena Sykes Ace Attorney. And I need you guys to go ahead, take a moment, look it over. I'll post the link in the, well, I was gonna say the YouTube chat. I can't even post in the regular chat, which is weird. Or not the regular chat, but you know what I mean. Like, God damn it. I'm already live streaming right now. Leave me alone. Okay, so I guess we'll just have to. I'm already signed in. Why are you like this? Okay, we're gonna put this in the YouTube chat. And oh, that's right. I couldn't find the Twitch chat. Because Twitch is a nightmare. Twitch is a nightmare to go through if you don't have the desktop app. Can I get the desktop app? Hold on. We're about to figure this out. Download for Windows. I'm sorry that I have to do this right now. It's just that it's been bothering me for like the longest time. Actually, you know, no. See, I got you guys. Because I'm clean like that. I'm clean like that. We're just gonna. I'll take care of the download stuff later, but I'll pull up the stream on my phone on Twitch. And for all you Twitch goers, and now it's not letting me post anything yet. Reconnecting the chat. Whatever for. This isn't Blaze Blue Cross Take Battle. Why does it say that? I don't understand. Okay, hold on. Well, okay, well, I made it to the channel. Okay, that's a good thing. I made it to the channel. So now we have. Well, I made it to the channel. Okay, we have this up. That's a good thing. And now we have. Now we have both chats up. Great, lovely. Okay, back to the game. Well, actually, as I was saying before, go give it, look it over, give it a sign, a comment. Let me know that you contributed, and just be a doll. Share it around. The more signatures we get, the more likelihood that we're gonna get Athena Sykes' Attorney. that's my belief anyway, and I'm sticking to it. That's my theory. That's my story. Let's move on. So what was the culprit's motive? Surely he meant to take her valuables. Judging by the items on her person, the victim was but a poor student. I surmise that she wouldn't have had any valuables worth stealing in the first place. In that case, perhaps the perpetrator held some deep resentment towards the victim. We still do not know. The exchange student seldom goes outside, save to visit the used bookshop. At present, we have yet to find any link between the victim and the defendant. There he goes again. There he goes again. First of all, he's doing the eye dart thing, which is always hilarious to me. I don't know why. Just look at him. Look how tense he is. He's scared out of his mind. He does not want to be here. He may have asked to be Soseki's attorney, and he may have asked to take Asagi's place. This man knows nothing about public speaking at all, whatsoever. And it shows. Look at him, he's so nervous. But more importantly, why is he raising his hand like a kid in class? You don't have to do that, just talk. If it wasn't a robbery, and he has no known grudge against her, then Soseki would have had no reason to stab her already. By the way, I'm not speaking like, as if, like, you know, I hate Naruhodo. I actually really like Naruhodo. Naruhodo is like a great character. It's just that the things he does are so stupid that it makes me laugh. And Soseki would have had no reason to stab her, and yet you still arrested him. Doesn't that seem a bit too rash? He just threw the bottle, bro. How impudent of me to cast my freshly opened bottle into the gallery. I plead your forgiveness. Yeah. Go tell that to the many people who were behind you when you threw it. However, it is your own words that should be called rash. Huh? Naturally, Scotland Yard would not arrest a man without just cause. Inspector Gregson, I order you to testify. Explain to us exactly why the police arrested that man. As you wish. Why were we arrested? It was around 5 p.m. when the incident occurred. That day, the fog was unusually thin. The crime scene was an open area with high visibility. Nobody else was present. You know, I get that Gregson's supposed to be British because, you know, like, he's in the Great British Empire and all that. He even looks the part of, like, a Londoner. But, like, to be real with you, I wouldn't be surprised if this man had a Chicago accent. I don't know why. It just feels like it would be his natural calling to have a Chicago-style accent. The crime scene was an open area with high visibility. Nobody else was present. The victim fell to the ground after she was stabbed in the back. The culprit made a run for it, but as he fled the scene, he dropped the items he was carrying. The items in question were full of books. It seems he was on his way from a used bookshop. We identified the defendant as the owner of the books and arrested him. Old books, you say? Here's a photograph that was taken by the police shortly after the crime was committed. Indeed, there appear to be books scattered around the victim's body. Please submit this photograph to the court so that it can be admitted as evidence. I'm not surprised that the Japanese are all utter cowards. Even in the face of such damning evidence, you still deny everything. Well, now the defendant isn't exactly denying everything. Susada? What do you mean by that? Soseki has acknowledged that he's connected to this case in one way. Isn't that right, Naruhodo? Now that she mentions it, yesterday when we asked him about it at the jail, there was but one other individual walking in front of me along that cursed road. She was wearing a green overcoat. When I was about to pass her by, it happened. She suddenly let out a short cry, and then she would collapse onto the cold ground. Terrified, I seized the first opportunity to flee from the cursed scene. At full speed, mind you, back to my cursed flat. A green coat? That has to be it. The victim was wearing a green coat. My word! This is the first time I've ever seen a full color photo. Hey, he did the death slam. You see, he's getting better at it. He hasn't done the weak one in such a long time. The defendant confirms that he fled the scene of the crime. However, it doesn't mean that he stabbed Green. That's just an absurd conclusion. At the time, the accused and the victim were the only ones walking on that pavement. Which is to say, nobody else was able to stab the victim. Is the accused himself not admitting to this very fact? Yeah. It seems the course of this trial will be heavily influenced by this next cross-examination. Bearing that in mind, the defense will now proceed with caution in its cross-examination. Yes, my lord, I have no other choice. This cross-examination will turn the whole situation around. I'm sure of it. So, before we even begin this cross-examination, okay, I just want to point out for the very fact that since I want to say investigations 2, maybe, I'm not sure, maybe for a little bit of 1 or near the end, I have not looked up a single thing about how to solve any trial or any part of any Ace Attorney game since those 2. And mind you, I've been playing them in order, like the mainstay Ace Attorney games, into the investigations games, and now we're playing the Great Ace Attorney. So, for me, that's an accomplishment. I deserve to be commended for that. So, there's my back scratcher. Pat on the back. Pat on the back to me. It was around 5 p.m. when the incident occurred. The day was the father was really thick. What you mean thick? I mean that one could actually make out the other side of the street. That doesn't sound very thin. It sure is for this city, but I suppose the Japanese wouldn't really know that. I've read in books that London is known as the Old Smoke. Japan is rumored to be a beautiful sight. Poppycock. See, to us, it ain't so romantic. I see. At this time of year, all that fog causes endless problems. All that fog causes... It's supposed to be cause is. Probably just a translation thing. And on especially foggy days, it gets so bad that you can't even see your own hand in front of your face. Just the other day, I couldn't even see a coach until I got kicked by the horse. That's pretty bad. However, on the day in question, it seemed... Oh, wait, no, I'm doing the wrong voice! However, on the day in question, it seems that bloody fog finally managed to clear up a bit. Much to the chagrin of any potential criminal, I'm sure. The crime scene was an open area with high visibility. Nobody else was present. That is a pretty open area. But, and that's on the sidewalk, at least. I'm gonna press it anyway. See, what I learned is that you press everything, and that you present anything. Well, no, don't present anything or everything because eventually you're gonna hit that game over, and you don't want that. If you press everything, you'll get more information, which is always good. But you also want to be careful because there are times where you'll press, and then for some reason the jury will react. But I think that was more of a storyline related thing. I don't think I really have any control over that. So the witness said it himself. That's right. Inspector Gregson mentioned that Ister didn't. Right. I believe the witness was an officer of Scotland Yard. You got it. Ah, there it is. And we should ask that witness to testify. The witness will be summoned, should the need arise anyway. But since it's winter, I'm almost certain the area should have already been dark by 5 o'clock. Regardless of how thin the fog was, who knows if a person would be visible in the dark? Perhaps your tiny, distant island nation hasn't discovered the wonders of artificial light yet. But all the roads in the great capital city of London are equipped with gas lamps. Oh. The prosecution believes these lamps provide adequate lighting for them to witness the crime. A city which dispels the darkness of man's past. Indeed, such is our very own city of London. So basically, in order to get the witness to testify, I'll have to get through the cross-examination first. And with the defense's silence, you may continue with your testimony, Inspector. The victim fell to the ground after she was stabbed in the back. That does match up with what Soseki said. She was stabbed in the back. Yada. Yep, you can see it as plain as day in this here photograph. Yes, there does indeed appear to be a knife sticking out of her back. And the victim, Miss Green, is still unconscious. Correct. At present, she is recovering in St. Bartholomew Hospital. We were hoping she'd wake up before the trial. If only we could ask her directly, she might be able to tell us who the perpetrator was. Since your client is a lucky man. I missed this. That's weird. On the contrary, the defense believes him to be, in fact, be incredibly unlucky. Your false bravado is meaningless if you can't even stop your eyes from darting around. The culprit made a run for it, but as he fled the scene, he dropped the items he was carrying. What items would those be? Those are all present in the photograph. You must be referring to those 3 used books, I presume. Dang. See, I'm so focused on what's being said, I don't actually see who's saying it. Yes, unfortunately, their time in the snow has left them damage beyond salvage. It would be easy to carry such a small number of books under one arm as he walked. You know, I'm just thinking of reading it normally, because, like, it's not working out. So it stands to reason that he would have been able to wield a knife in his other hand. That prosecutor isn't pulling any punches. Huh? The argument that he held books in both hands no longer holds water. And now our escape route has been obstructed. I'm loath to admit that he is at least cunning. So the culprit committed the crime while he was carrying those items. Yes, so it would seem. The unanswered questions are old books. It seems that he was on his way back from his bookshop. Wait. Hold on. We're gonna put a nice little siege here. I'm not gonna lie and say that I've game overed a couple times, but like I ain't afraid of no game over. I'm afraid of getting caught with my pants down. That's what I'm afraid of. Yep. Okay. So back to title. Back to title. No, we're not ready. We're not ready. Mata. It says the defendant had a routine of visiting the used shop every day, right? The used bookshop every day. That's correct. It seems the bookshop primarily collected old works of British literature. I must express my respect for the accused's keen fascination with our own classic literature. You're not wrong there. The defendant's room was damn well near overflowing with old books. Could you tell us a little more about that used bookshop? Oh, fine. Take another look at this map of the area around the scene. The closest used bookshop to the defendant's flat would be the Ragged Reader. It's a small bookshop on the corner of Briar and... Nope. By the by. The defendant's flat happens to be on the opposite side of Briar Road. After he bought the used books, the route the defendant took back to his flat would have been this one. Okay, but why would it be that one? Why wouldn't it just be him crossing the street and then going that way? Undoubtedly. If he took this route back to his flat from the used bookshop, then he most certainly would have passed by the crime scene. Hoda, the inspector's testimony just now was incredibly important. Yeah, I agree. The most important part of this testimony is not the location, not the name, because I don't even think that we got the like the old Ragged or whatever. What's important here must be the location of the used bookshop. Well, of course it is. No argument there. So where exactly is that shop? What? Oh, come on, for crying out loud. Didn't I just explain all that? I even marked it in red on the map. The route back to this flat is outlined right here. Weren't you nodding the whole time during his explanation, defense? Oh, well, was I doing that? I saw so nervous I didn't really listen. I can hardly say that I'm surprised. Hey, hang on. I was still just warming up. Hoda, I strongly urge you to take a good look at the court record. She saw those glaring daggers at me. Bro, to be honest, her basic sprite, the way that she looks at you with her basic sprites, like, they're honestly more terrifying than if she was actually angry. Like, you never see her angry, you know? You see her disappointed, you see her upset, you see her sad, a little bit of happy, cheerful. You never see her angry. When she's angry, she's angry. Or at least, we don't even know what she looks like when she's angry. Yeah, proceed with your testimony. Yeah, identify the defendants on this. It's just a meme. Never mind. Okay. Oh, no, I deserve that. I'll take that one. Another thing that is very odd in my opinion, your current mental state. He's not lying. Until I prove my claim. Well, we're just gonna breeze through this. Still slow on this user shot. Yeah, look at this. This is the shot that's going to slap me the right reader. But the defender's flat happens to be on the opposite side of the right. He bought these flags, so Rick was going to take back his flag. Would have been this one. Certainly not passed by the crime scene. Actually, hold on. Yeah. Oh! Oh! Okay. Okay, that makes more sense. Inspector Gregson, can I make a request? Hell no, can you? Shut up, man. You sound like a teacher at a high school. Would you please add the name of the used bookshop to your testimony? I have a feeling that this could be extremely important information. Wait, he did the Phoenix Wright sprite! Oh my god, he did it! Although I didn't see the importance myself. We recommend you amend your testimony to include the name of the used bookshop. It's a pleasure. This doesn't sound too pleased to me. Hold it, Inspector Gregson. What is it? I'm busy, you know. It's about a receipt we found in Soseki's room. The receipt is from a used bookshop. It was printed on the day of the crime, and it notes that he purchased 3 books. You found this in the defendant's room? The problem is the name of the used bookshop. What is the meaning of this? It says that it was printed at a shop called Tattered Tales Book Emporium. Tattered Tales? While it is true that Soseki purchased used books on the day of the crime, he did not visit the Ragged Reader. What on earth? Inspector Gregson, tell us more about this Tattered Tales Book Emporium. Sir, as it turns out, there is one more used bookshop near the Ragged Reader. But you see, it's such a small shop that we didn't think the defendant would go anywhere near it. But in reality, he did. And this receipt proves it. And what is the point of this? No matter where he purchased his decrepit, moldy tomes, the conclusion remains constant. What are you talking about? Surely, this changes everything. Or, Hodok, here's a map. Uh-oh. Oh, thank you. Look right here. If the defendant had shopped at the Ragged Reader, then yes, he would have passed through the crime scene on his way home. But if he had been at Tattered Tales instead, it's possible that he didn't walk that way. Is that so? Well, depending on where that used bookshop is, maybe. Is this true, Mr. Attorney? Yes, well, right now it's only a possibility. Inspector, where is Tattered Tales Book Emporium? Nothing to see. Let me take a look. Tattered Tales Emporium. Right around here. It's on the east corner of this block. Well, how about that? As you can clearly see... Uh-oh, it changes nothing. Bro, I swear he has like infinite bottles of this wine. It would seem that our exchange student is more of a clown than we once thought. Bro, shut up. Shut up. Hold on. I gotta get a photo of that. Let me figure out how to switch the camera around. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yes. Yes, save the photo. You never fail to make me laugh. And he says that without the slightest trace of a smile on his face. Well, I probably don't have to say this. But even if the defendant was at Tattered Tales, actually, you know, now that I think about it, even if he does walk the same path, like, if the incident happened around 5 p.m., like they say it did, then wouldn't that still mean that he would be back at the flat before then, or not even before then? I guess after then. At some point in that time frame. Indeed, as we can clearly see. I'll say it once more for you, Japanese exchange student. No matter where he purchases decrepit, moldy tomes, the conclusion remains constant. Bruh. Relax. Take a load off. I know it all along, and you thought you could fool us. I already done said it. We've got enough proof. Huh? Sorry, could I get you to repeat that? Or Hodo, now's the time to stand firm. If you keep quiet and let the prosecution's assertions become accepted as fact, then the juries may all make up their minds based on that. You should carefully rethink the prosecution's plan. On the way back from Tattered Tales, go through the crime scene. He wouldn't have to. There's a fatal flaw in the prosecution's argument. So your self-defense. That's it. My answer is right here. Well, from Tattered Tales. If you were to take this route, he'd cross through the crime scene. But roads often branch off. If you continue walking along this route, look. He would have been able to reach his flat without ever crossing through the crime scene. Trying to argue with the poor clown's rubbish music is boorish at best, but it is my duty. Bro, this man right here, he's just giving me free screenshots. Free screenshots on the daily. Yeah, save the image. Trying to argue. Okay, we already. Most people would call that a very roundabout way of walking home. I'll be your roundabout. Remember that we're in the dead of winter. Why would one choose such a long detour? You see, the answer couldn't be any more obvious. You wouldn't take the long road home. Our criminal took the simplest route home, and his knife took the simple way into her back. But you have to understand, because, I got it now. How can you accuse him of that when you haven't even asked him? If that's your answer, then I'm sure you must have asked him already. And his answer, I'm sure, was simply, I don't remember. The defendant said he is always wandering aimlessly through the city, lost in thought. He claims that he was wandering home as always, so he doesn't remember clearly. Well, even by that logic, wouldn't that mean that he could have wandered along the long way? Come on. Give me something to work with. That's enough. I don't think we want or need any more endless arguments in this court. What would your opinions be, wise citizens of the jury? But even if he did take that route, as his attorney, if I could just... Hit that guy. Regarding Lord Van Sykes' statement just now, these 6 jurors unanimously agree. What? This can't be happening. As of now, we've come to one firm, unshakable conclusion. Very well. Now 6 jurors, the time has come. You've made your deliberations. Present your verdict to the court.
Yuzai.
Wait. The last one didn't have voice acting. It seems the jury has reached a unanimous conclusion. Our sage citizen jurors and their brave resolve are the pride of the great British Empire. Naruhodo. Not done yet. This still isn't over. This is my final chance to persuade the jurors. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to tip those huge scales. It's time for a grand turnabout. No matter what it takes, I have to do this. The fire in your eyes tells me that you have yet to concede defeat. Don't tell me you plan to parade your rights around this courtroom again. Your so-called right forgotten in some dark, moldy corner of the British legal code. No matter how much you complain about it, every attorney has the right to call for a closing argument, and I'm doing just that. And from this point forward, in accordance with the rights prescribed by our legal code, the closing argument will now begin. Jurors, are you prepared? You should know the answer to that already, my lord. That attorney doesn't know when to give up. We all know that. Very well, then. 6 jurors. State your reason and basis behind your guilty verdict. Judicial findings. The murderous Jack has already said it himself. A lady in a green coat just fell over. Who else but the victim could that be? There's no reason he would have taken such a long route home from the bookshop. So basically, that guy just stabbed her right in the back. Ah, so scary. Look, I don't even care. Just get this over with. I'm ready for the verdict. Cutter Tail's Book Emporium is a great shop. Ragged Reader? Not so much. Some small exceptions are reasons why their guilty verdicts are clear. When the incident occurred, only the accused and the victim were present. Besides, the accused had said so himself. He has admitted that he saw the fallen woman in the green coat. Furthermore, the defendant fled from the scene right after. Oh my god, I'm so bad at reading voices and names and shit. It certainly sounds like enough basis for a guilty verdict to me. Even the judge agrees with their findings. Why did you have to run away from the scene, Soseki? And seriously, an invisible criminal? Not even I can believe that. See if you can walk a mile in my shoes. Naruhodo, now isn't the time to cry over spilled milk. She's like, get your shit together, Naruhodo. You just get it in a big pile, and you just keep it there, and you just keep it together. There's only one way for you to continue this trial. Yeah, I know. I have to turn their verdict on its head. I need to convince at least 4 jurors. Yes, that's correct. Let's try to be positive now. Now, attorney, begin your closing argument. Yes, sir. I have to keep this trial moving no matter what. Stop at nothing, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Closing argument. The defense's rebuttal. Excuse me, but weren't you... Yes, so sorry for the trouble during the trial 2 days ago. I knew it. I thought I recognized you from somewhere. So if I recall, you were a banker from the city? Yes, that's right. You are indeed correct. Oscar Fairplay, and I've had to put up with a lot of trouble thanks to you. Huh? It was all because of that trial the other day. Don't tell me you forgot. You treated me and the young hatter like criminals. Ah, he's doing the sprite again, where he's like... Actually, no, I think that's more Apollo. But no, Phoenix does the same thing, actually. Now there are rumors floating around about me, and the police won't leave me alone. I had no idea. I'm really sorry. Well, whatever the hatter's case may be, any suspicion about me has been cleared up. Now I'm free to declare anyone I want guilty. That sounds nice, I guess. I have a feeling it's going to be tough to change this guy's verdict. Now I'm worried about poor Mr. Lady first. How do you think he's doing? The lady in a green coat just fell over. Who else but the victim could that be? I suppose that's true. The defendant said that when the incident occurred, he saw a person walking ahead of him wearing a green coat. See? See, that's right. That person was clearly the victim. Isn't it obvious? And that means that the shady Japanese with the mustache must be the culprit. The defendant says that he didn't stab her. Of course he says that. If he admits to the crime, it's all over for him. Oh, she just happened to fall down in front of me. That's such a lame excuse. If she was going to make up an excuse, I'm sure he could have come up with something better. I should think as much of people like you, you dirty Japanese. Oh, that's really racist. Come on, lady, don't just lump us all together. Anyway, the culprit said it plain as day. There was no one else on the scene. In other words, no one else could have committed the crime. And if no one else was there, then there's no question about who the culprit must be. I think your argument is quite compelling in its simplicity. Thank you ever so much for your kind words. She's got me there. There's no reason you would. I kind of wanna. In front of the jury, I'm forced to reject your objection. The reason behind that, as a banker, I don't accept contradictions. Well, I guess. No, see, no, I can't even get mad, and I can't even go back because that's a very long way back. But I can't even get mad because I jumped the gun on this one completely. I accept full responsibility for that. Responsibility. And then you compare all the jury statements to each other. Listen to all so them assert their No matter what the reason might be, you can't deny that the long way is a viable route. Yeah, I guess it's on the map. Oh, that's road, was it? Right, that's the one. But still, what's important is whether he took that road or not, right? Well, I suppose so. Due to that, we arrive at the fact that there is no evidence he went that way, right? I suppose that's true, yes. Oh, well, that defense says that he doesn't remember where he walked, right? Now that you mention it, yes, he did. Winter nights are cold and dark. You want to get home as quick as possible, right? I'm inclined to agree. Therefore, it stands to reason that he would walk along Briar Road to get home. You see, I like this. I like this. Unlike the regular Ace Attorney games, like the first 3 ones, like there are actually smart people on this jury. as compared to, you know, all the people who have ever stood in the courtroom in the originals. Listen, it's not like I'm just rushing to a guilty verdict or anything. I just need a concrete reason why the defendant would have taken Calabash Road. If you lay it all out for me, I might just reconsider. I might just have taken a long way home. If we're going to convince him to change his verdict, we'll have to argue logically. Listen, I got just stabbed her right in the back. This is scary. Mata! What is it, sir? Aren't you that landlord's wife? The one from the defendant's flat. Oh goodness, the very thought that I'd be his wife. I'm but a lowly maid. She's still on the charade, even in court. Why didn't you say anything about this yesterday? We had no idea that you were selected to be a juror for the trial. You aren't allowed to mention jury duty to anyone until the day of the trial. It was written in the juror's guidelines, so I simply had to abide by it. The defendant, Soseki, is renting a flat in your home, correct? Correct. He's only been here for about a week. They live on the same roof as him every day, so you must know his character. Oh, Saki, my throat hurt. Does he look like the kind of man to commit a crime? Yes, well, I can't say he doesn't. What? Just look at him. He holds up in his room all day, and he has a suspicious mustache. His eyes keep darting about. He doesn't talk properly, and people gossip about him. People are saying things like he could be making bombs in there for all we know. Oh, that's awful. How could they talk about him like that? He's just a harmless bookworm who wouldn't hurt a fly. I can't imagine what that must feel like. Having the maid talk might be more dangerous than I thought. Mata! What's with your attitude? The man's life is on the line. Shut it. If I don't get to work pronto, it'll be my life on the line. Fancy pants loyal like you wouldn't get it. I do manual labor and I get paid by the day. If I take so much as one day off, I won't be able to feed my wife and kid. Got it? Yeah, that sounds tough. Every day I show up at the guild and they give me a job. First come, first serve. Lately, all the underground water and gas pipes in the rupturing, see? I'm paid peanuts to work morning till night. You're digging up roads and fixing the pipes. Then, does that mean you were digging on the day of the crime as well? Of course I was. Huh, come to think of it. That day, I was working in the neighborhood where that musty old bookshop is. What? Could this be it? Yeah, let me think. Meerschaum Road was the name, I think. It's one of the roads on this map. Verified. Please change your judicial finding to that statement. How about you just wrap up this little game instead? Please, I'm begging you. Fine, fine, I'll do it. I was thinking of Meerschaum Road all day when that lady got stabbed. There is a clear contradiction between these two statements. What contradiction? Explain yourself. Hey, why is he pointing at me? Well, what now? Hurry up and get this over with. Juror 3, might I have a word with you? Oh, sure. What is it? There's an important fact in Juror 5's statement. Here, let's compare what was said with the map. On the day of the crime, Soseki bought books at the used bookshop. Now, on this day, Meerschaum Road was being dug up due to construction. In other words, the defendant would not have been able to travel this road to return home. Oh my, you're right. What do you say to that, Juror 5? What? Well, I guess he's right. So the bricks in the road were smashed in the road. So the bricks in the road were smashed, and the road was dug up about 2 yards across. Those hoity-toity ladies and gentlemen took the long way around instead. And that means, in order to get back to the flat, the defendant would have been forced to take the long way. So it would seem. Does it really? Juror 3, you said the following. There's no reason he would have taken such a long route home, but now you see, we have just established that he had ample reason to do so. You're right. My lord, may I have a word? Yes. What is it? Perhaps I have been a bit hasty in my decision. I think that we should continue this trial a little longer. What are you waiting for, Juror 5? Huh? Oh, me? Fine then. I dug up this hole and I'm gonna fill it. That's what he said. You did it, Naruhodo. That was incredible. Their decisions have changed, and with that, the whole situation is turned around. Yes, now all the jurors will have to reconsider their stances. It's extremely important that they really think about whether they feel their verdict is just. And one more thing. If there are any more clues to clear up the suspicion around Saseki, you can use this momentum to overturn the verdict. Hey, I'll give it a try. Prosecutor Van Zykes is trying to bring this trial to a hasty end. Whatever it takes to keep that from happening. Now, defense, resume your closing argument. Yes, my lord. Huh? Sorry. Say that one more time. All I said was hold it. Do you often visit Tired Tales Book Emporium? I go there to bother to browse old books, and then I read them at home while I sip cold tea. That's my life. The day was no different. On the day of the incident, do you remember what time you went to Tired Tales? I was looking at books all afternoon, and I left the shop a little before 5 o'clock. That's my life. That day was no different. 5 o'clock in the afternoon. That's right, when she was stabbed. You absolutely sure that you have the right time? Sure, I'm sure. I remember it like it was 3 days ago. At any rate, I had a really tough time that day. What do you mean? The narrow footpath on Calabash Road was frozen over. The snow had only just stopped falling on the pavement. Wait, which one's Calabash Road? So this is Calabash Road. Okay. So I only just stopped falling on the pavement and I fell smack on the ground. I was knocked out cold. I thought I saw the Holy Mother beckoning me. Hold on a second. Did you say Calabash Road? Wait. He also said that he went to, no, not this, to Tattered, what you call it. That's exactly where, ooh, that's the court, see, wait, where's, narrow little footpath is the quickest way through Tattered Tales. Juror 6, that statement might be important. Change your judicial finding to that statement, please. Sorry, Sonny, could you say that again? Jurors have changed their verdicts, and now all he needs to convince 2 more, right? Before, strike with all your might and turn them up on their heads. Maybe I should have her teach me the Susato toss for this one. This clashes with this. There is a clear contradiction between these 2 statements. Bro, if you don't get this one drive nonsense out of here. What contradiction? Explain yourself. Excuse me, Juror 2 and Juror 6. Oh, I like how he yelled it too. Juror 6! Well, yes, what is it? I don't think the elderly gentleman heard you. Seriously? I put everything I had into that shout. Anyway, one fact has become abundantly clear. As shown on the receipt from the used bookshop, the defendant bought books from Tattered Tales and walked home from there. Didn't he say that he couldn't remember what road he took that day? Yes, so it would seem. But on the way home, the defendant did see one person. A person wearing a green coat suddenly fell flat in the snow on the footpath. Right, and that person must have been the woman who was stabbed. Objection! But is that really the right conclusion? What are you on about? Were you listening to what Juror 6, the old man over there, said? On the night of the incident, Viridian Green wasn't the only one. There's another person wearing a green coat who fell on the pavement. Oh? You don't mean to imply... I do. That person was... our hearing-impaired 6th juror. And that means... the person in the green coat that the defendant really saw was that jaunty old man in green? I say that it's highly probable. After all, that old man has a similar body shape to the victim. What in the world? Huh? What was that? Could you speak a little louder? Anyway, what's important here is the location where the old man fell. Calabash Road. The person who fell in front of the defendant was really that old man. And that would mean that Soseki must have taken the long way. And there's one natural conclusion to come from that. There's no way that he could have passed the scene of the crime. Oi, old man, what were you doing bumbling around a place like that? What's more, he just had to wear that confusing green coat. What's the big deal? You saying an old man like me can't bumble around town and slip on a few roads? I can't dress myself up in the latest and trendy dapper coat. Uh-oh. Pardon me, my lord. I don't suppose you wish to revise your verdict? I do. I'm changing my verdict to not guilty. Sure, too. And I am too. Huh? Even if it's just because I want to try turning the tables too. The jury's verdict has changed as a result of the defense's closing argument. Now 2 vote guilty and 4 vote not guilty. Thus the court acknowledges that the jury's vote is split. And orders you all to continue the trial. How impudent of me to tip this holy grail after raising an objection in these halls of justice. And then go on to shatter it to pieces. I plead your forgiveness. Prosecutor Van Zeiss? I suppose I must revoke my earlier words. What are you talking about? The jurors lined up over there cannot be called wise by any stretch of the imagination. How can they be wise when they have fallen so readily for a Japanese cheap deception? What's that supposed to mean? What deception? Everything I said was fact. On the day of the crime, that large man was repairing the road, correct? According to him, a 2-yard wide section of road has been removed from the road. Damn right! I worked my soul to the bone that day, and I only got 5 shillings for it. So, Japanese exchange student. Do you know roughly how long 2 yards would be? Well, I'd say, to be honest, I have no clue. It seems that 2 yards is just under the length of 2 meters. Just under 2 meters. It's shorter than I thought. As such, one would be able to leap across the missing road. Does the man himself disagree? Nah. Sounds about right. What? During construction, did you seal off the road in order to prevent passage? No, of course we didn't. The hole in the road this big, all the stuck-up ladies and gents would just take the detour. The inner city kids wouldn't give a hoot. They'd just jump over it. As far as I can see, the defendant is neither lady nor gentleman. It's natural to assume that he could make a 2-yard leap to return home. Is that true? And remember, the defendant dropped his books at the crime scene. There is absolutely no doubt that he passed through Briar Road on his way home. He's got a point. And you, old man. Huh? Me. On the day of the crime, around 5 o'clock, you had fallen over on Calabash Road. I the time, did you notice any suspicious Japanese figures behind you? This argument, attorney. Do you know the person the defendant saw was this whole time? You have no way of proving it. Servant Sykes, if I may. What is it, my lord? Or what is it, my lord? If you had such a persuasive argument, why did you stand and watch in silence during the closing argument? Ha! Obviously, our beloved exchange student is still seeing the sights. What would be more fitting than the sight of how fickle the jurors' hearts can be? So I suppose that's enough hospitality. This is the end of your London sightseeing for today, attorney. What are you saying now? My lord. The prosecution requests that the next witnesses be brought to the stand. Of course. Bailiff, bring the witnesses into the courtroom. Next witnesses. Hoda, I've heard about a witness to the crime a few times now. Yeah, I think they said it was an officer from Scotland Yard. One of the next witnesses must be that officer. No matter who the witness, no matter what the testimony, I will continue to believe in you, Soseki. I'll keep believing in you until the very end of this battle. First of all, that's a little boy. Second of all, I'm pretty sure, she's kind of cute. She is kind of cute. I will say that. She's kind of old. The name's Patrick O'Malley. I'm a patrolman on the city beat. I feel like he's from Scotland. Like, actual Scotland, not like, O'Malley, the wife of our city's great hero. Oh, she's the wife? Wait a minute, hold on. Hold on. Just a moment. Just a moment, sir. She's 21? He's 23. Why are you married at such a young age? What? It's an appears to be very proud of her husband's success, Constable. Is everything alright? Absolutely. You see, the two of us were just married. Wait, hold on. An hour and 20 minutes. Just the other day, we had our first wedding anniversary. Not that. Sorry, I meant your husband. His exhaustion is understandable. Being a constable of London is one of the most noble yet demanding duties in the world. Is that so? I feel like I've heard this before. What? No. Apart from off-duty days, every day is spent patrolling 20 miles around the city. Patrolling local establishments, collecting taxes, surveying roads, inspecting the scales, cleaning the roads, filling the gas lamps, and extinguishing the lights are all part of the job. President does off and probably collapse before long. Of course, the constable's most vital duty is to pursuit and suppression of crime. Even if he's off duty, if a crime occurs in his beat, he must assist in the investigation. Such is the proud spirit of the London Constabulary. He certainly seems tired, though. On the day of the crime, the couple was walking on the opposite side of Briar Road. It was at this point that they witnessed the incident. Is this correct so far, witnesses? Yes, it is. Right, darling? Patrick O'Malley, patrolman on City Beat. He's like, cut that shit out. Or is the two of you testify? Actually, I think that we're gonna leave it off here for tonight, because today, once again, if you want to see me play Shin Megami Tensei 4, let me know in the comments below, or in the thread, and go ahead and sign that petition that's in the description, or not the description, the live chat. I'll see you all again for the next one. So until we meet again, this is Slater Danger.